You know, I have to take an art credit, but I might as well take this one because it's a lot more interesting and I suck at drawing anyways, so might as well dye some eggs, you know? And it's a lot of fun. I don't regret taking this one at all.
I'm teaching a practical art course in the art of Pysanky, or the Slavic egg design. The students are working in a traditional folk art that's ancient. It's been around for centuries. But essentially, it's where the Easter egg comes from.
Right now I'm kind of in the planning / drawing phase, so I kind of just sketch out kind of what I want, and a lot of the little intricacies you just do by yourself and you just kind of go for it.
The most challenging part for me, it was waxing and then trying not to crack the egg when I put it in the dye, in the glass jars. But I'm getting the hang of it, so.
The Easter egg comes from pagan times, but when the Christians came into these areas of Eastern Europe, the idea was to let's Christianize some of these things. And the Easter egg was one of those things that could easily be Christianized, because the egg kind of represented the tomb of the life that is within inside it. I also like to think about it when I do it. When we start this process, we start with a completely white egg. And as we begin kind of moving through the process, that egg becomes darker and darker and darker. And I kind of think of it and connect it with the idea that when we are baptized, we are fresh, we're clean, we're completely free of sin. But as our life moves on, we go through things that are hard. We fall into sin. We have things that scar us in our life. And it's like the wax that then goes on the eggs, and then as we age, it's like the dye that goes through. And at the end, when we are completely dark, the idea is to empty ourselves, and so we actually empty all of our eggs. And we take the empty egg that is all completely black now and take it to the candle, which represents the light of Christ. And when we empty ourselves and we bring ourselves to Christ and we wipe away the sin, we wipe away the darkness, we are created anew. But we're not those elements that we thought in our lives were difficult to go through. They end up showcasing all the colors and the glory of those moments. So for me, it reminds me that in our struggles and our darkness and things like that, that's where God's glory is going to be shown.
I like how peaceful it is. Like, you can just sit here and enjoy it and put your design onto something and you can see the end. It's just kind of calming and relaxing after a long day of hard classes.
It's definitely a course that I'd like to continue offering here. It's definitely a course that belongs in the spring because of Lent and because of the Easter season. And I think the University of Mary is a wonderful place to present something like this. It has spiritual aspects, but also cultural aspects that are so connected to our state and region.
They last forever. As long as you don't forget to drain the yolk, they last forever.
So just with how well it was received last year,